Hey, welcome to my space. I'm the Big Canucker. If you are an everyday carry person, a knife nerd, or a flashlight aficionado, this is the place for you to be. All right, today we're going to be having a look at a Olight Baton 3 Premium Edition. Now this one happens to be the Autumn. It comes in just a regular Premium Edition that is black, red, or blue with the little extra battery pack here. They've also got a kind of a Four Seasons thing happening here that's either copper or titanium. I do believe you've got, let's just see, you've got spring, winter, summer, fall, and eternal. And they're either going to be titanium or copper. The copper ones will take a nice patina, and you'll get yourself, I think, they're a limited edition light too as well. I know that the Autumn titanium one is only 5,000 of these made, and they are a little bit of a pretty penny. In the US, they're $149, and in Canada, they're $200. And I did not pay $200. I waited until this was on sale. This was about half price, and that's the only way I think that I would pick up this premium edition. Not to say that's not a good light, but we will check it out here at the tabletop momentarily. Before we do that, please, if you like what you see here, don't forget to give me the thumbs up as well as subscribe and share this video. I want to hit 5,000 subscribers this year, and I can only do that with your help. So let's go to the tabletop and let's have a look at this beautiful, beautiful light. All right, so here we go. We have got the packaging here, and I have to say that I love the packaging in Olight. Very reminiscent of Apple. They care about their packaging for sure. Now let's just pop this open, and you're gonna get yourself a nice little thank you. I think that touch is just, I know I like it. I like people to say thank you for the business. And then of course you've just got your your propaganda here, but you do got to reread this. So when you go take the light out, there is a little battery slip that you got to take off, insulating film, and then it'll start to charge and use too as well. So it's just a little bit of kind of a manual. This stuff you can get online too. It doesn't have to be a hard copy. I like the fact that they include hard copies because not everybody's got direct, regular access to the internet. And it comes with a little bit of a cloth here, and I think it's just kind of a cleaning cloth. It's a little bit cheesy and a little bit cheap, but I mean, they bring it. I wish they would do something else. Save the whatever the pennies on this one and maybe lower the price, or put something else I think a little bit more usable than this cleaning cloth. Or at the very least, have it say Olight Autumn Edition on it. It's just basically a white cloth. All right. And then of course you've got your hardware down here, and it also comes wrapped in a little plastic thing. I, of course, took that apart. And then you've got your USB-A to USB-C for the battery pack here, charging cable. So let's get rid of this. And then right off the bat, you can see that it is a really, really attractive, smooth packaging. You know, the battery itself, I think it's very, very nice. Now, it's a little bit misleading. The fact that they say this is a titanium light, you're kind of expecting maybe this package to be kind of titanium. It's not. It's a plastic. Maybe, it's a hard plastic, but, it's a plastic nonetheless. And, of course, you've got the Olight there. You've got some information on the bottom, and then you've got Autumn with a little snowflake on it. And yes, oh no, sorry, it's not a snowflake, it's a leaf. I apologize. I am the snowflake here. This is the leaf. All right, you pop it open, and then there you've got your Baton 3, which is a huge upgrade over the Baton 2 in the last iteration. This is by far a way better light, and I have to say that they did an excellent job on this light. This light is really, really gorgeous. I like the blue anodized. I love the titanium body with the leaf in it here, the leaf design. I think it's just really, really gorgeous. You've got the bottom here, magnetic tail, not a switch, tail part where you can, let me get this other thing out here. This magnetic thing where you can put the charging cable on. Happen to have one here. It's not plugged in, but it'll just give you an idea. Just pops in there and then it charges like Bob's your uncle. Now you've also got the USB-C here if you want to charge this battery pack. Now this battery pack will charge this 3.7 times, and it tells you so here on the packaging. 3.7 times it'll keep it charged, which is really, really quite handy because even though this light here is not a monster light, it does put out some really, really monster light to this. This is up to 1200 lumens, and it's a usable 1200 lumens, and in a really, really small package. That's really, really helpful. Now, You've also got this two-way clip here too, where you can put this on, you know, your shirt pocket, or you can put on your hat peak. You could use it as kind of a headlight. It's just a really, really usable clip, and it's really, really good looking too as well. And this will just give you an idea of the size of this. Here we have a paramilitary 2, and you can see the size of this light as well as the size of this packaging. And then if you're a Benchmade person, here's a 940-1. That just gives you an idea of the size of it. Yeah, so let's get those out of the way so you can see these a little bit more. Now let's go over the numbers here a little bit more. Now this is a huge upgrade over the SR2 or SR1 Baton 2. This Baton 3 in its own right. It has, let's just see, it's got a 0.5 lumen light mode. This is kind of a moonlight mode. It's just if you don't want to ruin your night vision, but you want to read something quickly, you simply just hold it right down. And I will be running over I will be putting a short clip here of what the lights look like outside, but you'll have to forgive my filming. It was freezing cold, and the fact that there was a lot of fog, and I just didn't want to wait longer to get a clear night. It just happened to be foggy when I did the filming on here, so you can see I'll give you a rough idea of what the light beams are like, but this just gives you a quick idea. So this 0.5 moonlight mode will last an astounding 94 days with the battery pack just itself. So if you want to recharge this up, just the light itself will 20 days, but if you have this battery pack and you plug it in periodically to charge it up, you can get 94 days of light out of these two things combined, which is, I think, astounding. If you're trapped somewhere underground and your main headlight goes out and this is all you have in your pocket, 20 days you can have some light. And believe me, when it's pitch black, that 0.5 lumens is a lot of light. All right, some other things here. You've got low mode, which is 12 lumens. That'll last 33 days. Imagine with this bad pack, 120 hours, so 33 hours, just this light itself at low mode. So let's go down here. So there we go. Low mode, there's low mode. That will last you 33 hours. Medium, which is 60 lumens, will last you 7.5 hours. And now high is right here, which is 300. That'll seem to last you about 95 minutes, which is, an hour and a half of some pretty darn bright light. And then you've got turbo, which is 1200 lumens for a minute and a half, and then it dips down anywhere from 1200 down to 300 lumens. So imagine it gets a little bit lighter, and so that 1200 lumens will last you 90 seconds, 1.5 minutes, and then after that you're dropping down to about 75 minutes at high, and that'll be anywhere from 12 to that'll be anywhere from 1200 lumens down to 300. All right, so at full blast, this beam will hit 166 meters or 544 feet. It's very, very light here at 1.87 ounces. The two of them together are 4.02 ounces or 114 grams. Now the size here, it's not a very big light at all that you can see here. Really, it's quite small. Let me have a look here at what the numbers are, because I don't remember them right off the top of my head. Just want to get them right. Let's just see here. Let's get away from that. All right, so the head diameter here is 21 millimeters. The body diameter is 21 millimeters. Now the length on it itself is, let's just see here, it is about 6.5 centimeters. So I mean, it's under 2 inches, just a smidge under 2 inches. That is a hell of a lot of light for what you're actually getting. Now, it's not all positive for sure, okay? So some of the other things that I wish this had is, I wish it had kind of maybe a clear top here and a recessed button somewhere on the case, because I don't know, carrying this in my pocket, it's not too crazy bulky. It's a little bit bulky. It's about the size of a small wallet. I mean, it's like carrying an extra wallet with you. But when I pop it out, open it up, take it, and then use it, it was always that extra step. And it kind of just drove me crazy. Now, I suppose I could have just carried this, but I don't know. I think you've got the two of them together. You want to have that package. I just think it looks nice. But it was such a pain popping it out, using it, taking it, putting it back. If I had to use it for any length of time, it was okay to take this and just, use it. That's why I kind of wish for those little small jobs, they'd put maybe a clear thing there. Just maybe the whole top clear, or maybe just a spot clear, and a recessed light. Because if it's a protruding light that's in your pocket and it hits your keys, it'll turn on in your pocket, and you don't want that. That's why I'm saying maybe a recess button. You just pull the whole thing out, click on it, and then use it, click it off. And then if you need to, take it out, then use the magnetic spot if you have to, or use the light, or put it on your hat, stick this back in your pocket. For just those small jobs, it was a little bit of a pain. Now, the other thing here I'm a little concerned about is this hinge is not crazy strong. I mean, if you're a little bit rammy, or you drop it when it's open, I'm a little worried on what this what this would take. I wish this was a titanium rather than plastic. That was kind of a little bit of a letdown, especially for the price of this. This is a really expensive light. So I would perhaps recommend it getting on sale. That's for sure. Now, the other thing is this case, as you can see, maybe you can't see so much here, but let's just turn this on. We'll turn it down here a little bit. Can you see that it's got some scratches in it right here? And that's just from being in my pocket with keys and stuff like that. And I had this for probably, I used this for a month or so. It was a really excellent light, other for those issues. I still like it. I still love the light itself. Now the autumn one here, the regular one, the grip on it is kind of these folded kind of ridges on there. Very good grip. Really good looking light, even in the regular edition, the Baton 3, and not so expensive either too as well, just having the Baton itself. In Canada, these are $80 for just the light, and then $63 in the US, I do believe, just the light itself without the premium edition. Now, the regular premium edition here, without this being autumn, the red and black ones, here's $134 in Canada, and in the States, I do believe it is, let's just see if I can look that up real quick. I had not 139. I think it's around $99 or so. If it's just the regular one without, the autumn and all that kind of stuff. But just have a look. And I would definitely buy these on sale. I think it's, for what you get, even though it's 3.7 times, it's a hell of a lot of light. For what you get, I think it's just a little bit on the high side. So wait until you get the sales that's happening on them. So now what we'll do, we'll have a really quick look at the light itself here when we're talking outside. And so there we go. Okay, so you can see, as you can see here, it's a field. There happens to be the moonlight. Now you really can't see the crazy lot of beam distance. Now the moonlight here is only 0.5, but you can see how foggy it is. Those lights off in the distance are probably about 200 yards. And there we go, right to the bright. And then there's the turbo mode. And if you're to keep the turbo mode going on for another 30 seconds, it'll dip down. And I just run through it here one more time just so you can see. Here happens to be the moonlight. Here happens to be the 12 lumens, and then a little bit go higher, medium. There's the high, and then of course right back to the turbo. So you can see that it's got some great usable light for a light that's this small. And we're back. All right, so you can see excellent light coming out of this little small package. Beautiful design, sub 2 inches, 0.83 of an inch in diameter, good looking light, good looking battery. Just needs a little bit of more, I think, better design work. Recess button, hole in the top, or maybe not a hole, but like a clear spot right here that you can just kind of quickly use the light. Now the other thing I forgot to say, don't be worried about putting this thing away. as soon as you put it, it closes itself off. So there is a safety feature there too as well. You don't have to worry about this being inside there and having it turned on and it melting your case, because it will shut itself off. Now, I know that you can turn it on and then you can use it in its case. And if it's sat in its case, you know, you can see that it is drawing power from the case. So if this had to sit open like this as a candle, with your 0.5 of a lumens, as kind of just you're sitting in a room and you want to turn that on and have your 0.5 of lumens just to illuminate your darkness, you can use it like that too as well, and it will last an astounding 94 days. So I do recommend the Light. I do recommend probably the premium version over these extra premium version ones, I guess, because $200 for that, even though it's titanium. If this entire body was titanium, I might think about it. But if you see it on sale and it's not that much more than the regular premium one, you're worth it getting that autumn one, because I love the look of that titanium design. So I hope you guys had some fun here. I hope you guys learned something, and I hope you guys stay safe out there. Please keep your stick on the ice, the shiny side up. This is Big Canucker saying adios.